craftsman. It's the mechanic. It's all of us. We're the great American investors. We invest in U.S. savings bonds because bonds pay competitive rates. Find out more. Call 1-800-US-BONDS.
Snow, incredible snow.
You are psyched, huh?
It's our first trip to America's premier ski resort. Hey, what do you think?
Black, huh?
Yeah.
I can see you working the main lodge tonight there in the romantic glow of a roaring fire. Your dandruff takes its toll.
Dandruff?
'Tis the season for the flakes that don't melt.
I shampoo every morning.
Shampoo till spring with an ordinary shampoo. Won't work like this.
You use Head & Shoulders. You don't have dandruff.
Nothing gets by you, does it?
Head & Shoulders, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Like a dream, you call to me. In my heart, you stay with me. Your warm ways touched my soul, and the memories unfold. Ooh, you stay with me, Mexico. You stay with me, Mexico.
Not long ago, one of the first Lumina sedans was bought by a family of 5. They said they liked the gas mileage, all the room it had, and they liked the price. Since then, the Lumina sedan has quickly become the best-selling new car name in America. Apparently, a lot of people are winning with
the heartbeat of America. That's today's Chevrolet.
Now it's easy to win with the heartbeat.
The Capitals have now turned in 40 minutes of near-perfect hockey. They added to their 3-0 first period lead with 2 more goals in period 2. Another one of them coming on the power play. It is now a 5-0 lead over Philadelphia. The Capitals playing one of their best games in quite a long time. Welcome back to Capitals Hockey on Home Team Sports. I'm Al Koken. Time to catch you up on all of the scoring from those first 2 periods with our Hardy's game scoring summary. Mikhail Tatarnoff, who has had a sensational night, got things started. His 7th of the year. Druce and Iafrate on the assist. That was a power play goal. Then at 9:58, Dmitry Kristich, his 10th of the season. Pavanka and Druce come up with the assist. That was an even strength goal. Before the first period was out, Dale Hunter at 14:49 comes up with the Capitals' second power play goal of the night. Kevin Hatcher, Calle Johansson come up with the assist. That's where we stood after 1 period. Mikhail Tatarnoff on a beautiful passing play as he snuck in behind the defense, picks up a great pass from Michael Pavanka, then a nifty little move in front of Ken Reggett. The backhand goal, Mikhail's 8th of the year. That also a power play tally. 4-0 lead at that point. Then Kevin Hatcher scoring his 22nd of the season. Johansson and Pavanka pick up the assist. That at even strength. A 5-0 lead for the Washington Capitals right now. Well, what is coming up for the Capitals when they leave the Capitol Center? Not too many more road games. One, though, this Thursday, as Chevrolet brings you on the road with the Washington Capitals. The Islanders will entertain the Caps on Thursday. Then another big showdown on March 28th between the Capitals and Philadelphia Flyers. And the final game of the regular season takes the Capitals into Buffalo. Certainly, we've seen a couple very pretty goals tonight. Mikhail Tatarnoff's goal, his 2nd goal of the night, one of them. But it probably doesn't compare with some of the great goals scored last year. We have got, as our intermission feature, a look at the top 10 goals of last season.
Now, let's watch some singular sensations. Our top 10 soloists from 89-90. Checking in at number 10, Cool Kelly Kissio.
Kissio cuts in on Tenorde. Kissio again. He scores! 2 great moves by Kelly Kissio.
At number 9, an Islander unto himself, Pat LaFontaine.
Got it to LaFontaine. Takes it to blue line. Walks right in on goal. Pulls in, shoots and scores!
A real gender bender at number 8 from the Women's World Championships, Geraldine Heaney.
It's the Canadians. Heaney. Heaney, beautiful move. Shot on the goal. What a play by Geraldine Heaney.
And here's a debut artist at number 7 and flying, rookie Darren Turcotte.
Now the Rangers move the puck into center. Turcotte into the Islanders zone. Slowed up at the defense. They score! The Rangers, after Turcotte split the defense, get control of the puck again and bang. How do you do?
A hot new import makes it to number 6. Red Hot Alexander Mogilny, who's rushing up the charts and opening up some eyes. Alive at 5, Michael Connell's fake is no mistake.
O'Connell will center ice. Sends it in. He scores!
Boy.
We saw him do this.
Oh, boy.
A couple of years ago in the playoffs, he wound up and he knew Jablonski was leaving early, and he drove it back toward the net.
From a grade A fake to shake and bake. At number 4, Mike Gartner is sizzling.
Let's see who that was that Gartner undressed, but what a move. Gartner again, acceleration, trying to cut it out. Montesecchi scores!
Boy, Gardner really had the jets on that time as he cut around to the outside. Watch the arm go down right there. Stops the slash, and no trouble at all to dump it in the open side.
Blazing a path at number 3, Lean Bean Kevin Dineen.
Taken away now by Kevin Dineen. Less than a minute to go. Second period, Dineen, right side, King zone. Dineen in the slot. Dineen still with it. Backhander, score! What a play! Around Robinson, then around Nichols, and then a diving King. Out of the play was Duchesne, and Dineen puts it in.
A familiar face on the charts at number 2, Mario Lemieux.
And here comes Lemieux. Wilson back. Lemieux pulls the score!
Look at Lemieux's eyes. He's studying the goaltender. Watch the reach and the movement of the stick around the goaltender. What a great goal by a great player.
Now the goal of the year, hands down, body down, Dave Andreychuk.
Taken by Turgeon back in front again. Andreychuk is down, a backhand shot, he scores! Andreychuk on his knees with his back to Andy Moog, puts a backhander in.
Pro Hockey Funny's goal of the year.
All right, that was our top 10. Where was number 99? I guess maybe he assisted on too many of those good goals to be included. That was all part of this interesting tape of Pro Hockey Funnies that you can pick up with that post office box number in Indianapolis, Indiana, or call 1-800-321-PUCK. And MasterCard, Visa, and American Express accepted for Pro Hockey Funnies. All right, we'll be back with more intermission activity and look ahead to period 3 when we continue after these messages on Home Team Sports.
This is the hand that turned on the light, that lit up the desk where the idea was born for a quieter jet engine that flew the technician who works at the power plant, which produces its energy far more efficiently as it lights up the city and powers the hospital with its life-saving images, where Sam was found healthy, in time for the game, held under the lights and broadcast to millions by a satellite system, designed with precision and shipped by powerful locomotives that passed by a factory, that helped build a car with advanced thermoplastics, that sits in the drive at the home of Patricia, who went to the fridge and got a drink for her dad, who works in the room where he turns out the light as he puts his young daughter to bed.
Every day, GE technology touches the lives of just about everybody.
My Celica? It's great. The performance is unbelievable. Plenty of power, great handling. I even saved $800 on an option package and got an incredible stereo system.
I love the way my Celica looks. And you know, even with the features I wanted, I got it for a great price.
Value? Hey, it's a Toyota.
Great resale value, too. Ready?
Let's go.
See your Toyota dealer today for Toyota Value. It's the best deal going.
A punch thrown by Razor Ruddock knocked out Bone Crusher Smith for 7 minutes. Mike Tyson couldn't even knock Smith down. Another punch laid out Michael Dokes for 12 minutes. Dokes may never fight again. A lot of fighters won't get in the ring with Ruddock, but then who in their right mind would? Tyson versus Ruddock, live from the Mirage March 18th. See it on pay-per-view cable TV.
You're living right, you're thinking light. So fresh, yeah, you're keeping fit, that's it. So fresh, long as you keep trying, you're gonna get going. So fresh.
Now, Long John Silver's has a lighter way to go. Our tender-baked whitefish. So get ready, get set.
So fresh, Long John Silver.
Right now, come in and try our new baked fish light portion.
The Washington Capitals add to a 3-0 first period lead with 2 even-strength goals, and after 40 minutes, lead the visiting Flyers 5-0. Welcome back here on Home Team Sports. Jeff Rimmer along with Craig Laughlin. Craig, your thoughts now after 40 minutes of play?
Well, I think this third period is going to be interesting, Jeff. I think Paul Holmgren's going to talk to his club, trying to get them motivated for this third period. Down 5-0, the Capital players, I think, have to keep their heads up, have to keep their minds in the game. The game isn't over yet. They've got to continue to play, continue to clog up that neutral zone, and not let the Philadelphia Flyers penetrate into the offensive zone.
Let's get a look at the Capitals' head and shoulders shot chart from that second period. The 2 goals on just 8 shots.
Well, they had 8 shots, 2 goals. Again, the defenseman playing a key part of it. 7 shots in the first period, 4 shots in the second period. And we set up the goal, an even-strength goal. Pivonka, he had just hooked off, coming out, walking up the top of the circle. He's looking to go to the net. No one takes him. He walks the top of the circle, getting hacked by Craven. If we hold it here, right here, the puck's going to Tatarnoff. Tatarnoff was at the point. He sneaks in, and that's a tough play for Mellanby. Mellanby watching the play. Tatarnoff sneaks in on a 2-on-0. Kristich gets out of the way. Tatarnoff gets his 2nd of the night, 8th of the year with a nifty backhand deke on Ken Reggett. The Caps, again, at the end of a penalty. Wasn't a power play goal. 1 second, Ricci was still in the box. He couldn't get out. Pivonka, again, the key man. He gets the puck. They're setting up the umbrella. Pivonka back to Kelly Johansson. A carbon copy of Hunter's first period goal. Over to Hatcher. He one-times it. Hunter in front. He doesn't get a piece of it. Goes right past Pete Peters.
For the Philadelphia Flyers, they equal the Washington Capitals in shots on goal, but still looking for their first of the night. Total of 8 shots on that Flyer shot chart.
And 8 shots, Jeff. Again, the Capitals holding them at bay. 5 of the shots above the top of the circles. When you're doing that type of a job, you're not going to score from that area. The 3 shots in tight. Don Beaupre coming up with some big saves.
And today's shot charts are brought to you by Head & Shoulders, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll be back. The third period's ahead right here on Home Team Sports.
Let's say you're just walking along with a ticket in your pocket. The next day you could be a millionaire with your own personal moon rocket. Everybody's got a dream, and every day somebody's dream comes true. The Maryland Lottery, it could be you. It could be you. It could be the Maryland Lottery. It could be you. It could be.
Yeah, we just scored. No, I didn't see Kevin get hit. Kev, you okay?
I wind up in the hospital, and Bob gets a winning goal.
I couldn't let Kevin miss the party.
I was having a pretty good time where I was.
Friends deserve the best.
Friendship. Just being there.
The crisp, clean taste of Canada's best beer, Labatt's Blue.
I have to be flat on my back to get Bob to buy me a blue.
Between friends, it's true blue. Labatt's Blue.
Which car has the best long-lasting protection against rust when scratched? Chevy Lumina, Ford Taurus, Honda Accord, or Mercedes-Benz? In these corrosion chambers, 30 days equals 2 years. Chevy Lumina's 2-sided galvanized steel is unsurpassed in corrosion protection. With Ford, Honda, and Mercedes, sooner or later, you get this. By only scratching the surface, you can see why more people are winning with the heartbeat of America.
That's today's Chevrolet.
Let's see. How can you cut your heating bill by 30%? Maybe even in half. Proper insulation of your attic. Let's put our energy into saving it. Question. How can U-Health stop America's growing dependence on foreign oil? Carpool. It can save 7.5 million gallons of gasoline a day. Let's put our energy into saving it.
Home Team Sports coverage of Washington Capitals hockey is brought to you by Labatt's Blue, the crisp, clean taste of Canada's favorite beer. Between friends, it's True Blue Labatt's Blue. By your Washington area Toyota dealers. Toyota Value, the best deal going. And by head and shoulders because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Teams are on the ice. Let's quickly rejoin Al Koken. Okay, thanks, Jeff. Well, with the Capitals leading 5-0, the question down here is it going to get ugly? Is it going to get rough out on the ice? We go right to a very official source, a man who's an expert on very tough physical play. Talked to Neil Sheehy between periods. He thinks it certainly will, particularly when Craig Berube's on the ice. He says keep an eye on him, see if he starts trying to run the goaltenders. But, of course, with guys like Nicky Kypreos and Alan May out there, he feels the Caps are more than ready for it. By the way, Neil Sheehy's back, doing very, very well, starting to exercise. We may see Neil Sheehy before this year is out. Don't bet against it. Let's go back upstairs with Jeff and Craig. Don't forget, these two teams still have one game left to play. In regular season play, that'll be a week from Thursday up in Philadelphia, and you never know, Craig, these teams still conceivably could meet in the playoffs in the first round.
They certainly could, Jeff, and it's always been a great rivalry. Both, when these teams get together, it's a hard-fought game. Tonight, the Capitals having it their way the first two periods, but don't count the Flyers out. They can come back into the game. Ken Reggett back in goal for the Flyers. Another shift by Coach Paul Holmgren, taking out Pete Peters, reinserting Kenny Reggett.
Here's Craven across the line. Flips one in, past Beaupre to the far side. Kristich gets upended by Craven. Hops over Carter's stick and down the ice into the Flyers zone where Reggett tees it up for Samuelson. Yes, with Hextall out until at least the second round of the playoffs. Ken Reggett is the guy that Paul Holmgren has named as his goaltender. Back in there. In fact, Pete Peters not even on the bench right now. Perhaps he might have been injured. Here's Barron. Cross ice for Murphy. Murphy flips it in the Washington zone. Berglund picks it up off the wall and lets it go, and Langway works it the rest of the way. Reggett for Murphy. 18:51 left to go here in the third period. 5-0 Washington. A pair of goals from Tatarnov, 2 power play markers. The aforementioned Tatarnov feeds it ahead. Offside to call. Berube in over the line as Acton brought it back in over the Washington blue line. Ken Reggett. Again, we want to remind you Capital fans that if you put a down payment on next season's season tickets, partial plan and full plans, you can have the best available seats for the playoffs this spring. Sales representatives are standing by right now. Give them a call at 301-386-7080. Great chance to watch Stanley Cup playoff action here at the Capitol Center. Fenves. Cross ice, off the stick of Chychrun, up into the crowd.
No doubting that fan there. Capital jersey, Capital hat. Happy fan with a souvenir hockey puck.
Dale Hunter set for this face-off. He scored once tonight, a power play goal. He leads Washington with power play goals, total of 9 on the year. Fenves drives it into the Washington zone. Beaupre teeing it up for Sabrin. Here's Sabrin trying to get around the Flyers. A shot by Smith, a second shot, and played to the corner by Hunter. The net comes off its moorings, and Don Beaupre may be hurt. Getting up very slowly. Here's something. Lacombe and Sabrin.
Flyers getting a little bit frustrated, Jeff. Lacombe, this line out here, a checking line, pushing around in front of the goal, trying to knock Don Beaupre off his game. They like to go through the crease. Ronnie Sutter, Smith, Lacombe, they like to go to the crease, try to get some problems stirring up. Ken Sabrin's going to get a penalty along with Lacombe.
Let's head downstairs and join Al Koken. Al? All right, Jeff, I went to try and check to see what the situation with Pete Peters was and was nearly run over by J.P. Mattingly, who formerly was one of the equipment assistants here in Washington and also with the Baltimore Skipjacks, now with Philadelphia. He had Pete Peters' goaltender's skate in his hand and was tearing from the Capital side of the ice over to the Philadelphia side. So I'm just assuming that it is just a minor problem with Pete Peters' skates and his equipment, and we probably will see Pete Peters back on the ice, if not in net, before this game is done. Back upstairs. All right, the penalty calls from Gregson, a 4-minute sentence to Lacombe. Double minor for roughing. Sabrin gets 2 for roughing. All this coming at 1:45, so the Caps can add to their power play totals here tonight. They've got the extra man.
Caps with the extra man tonight, 2 for 5. They're moving the puck extremely well at the top of the Diamond's formation. They're setting up that umbrella, the Diamond trying to defend against it. They're trying to get the 2 Flyers out on it, allowing the one-timers, and Tatarnov, Iafrate working the one-timers, along with the 2 other defensive partners on the power play, Calle Johansson and Kevin Hatcher.
Caps on the power play, 18:15 left to go here in the third period. We talk about the absence of Pete Peters, just checking over at the Washington bench. Craig, the Caps are on the power play. Normally, Dino Ciccarelli on the power play unit. He's not on the ice, nor I don't think he is on the bench there. And, of course, he's nursing that groin injury.
Well, I think being up 5-0, I don't think Terry Murray wants to take a chance on Dino. Dino played a strong period and a half, 2 periods out there. He doesn't want him to get involved in the clutching, grabbing, and the hitting game that's going to happen in the third period.
Caps on the power play from the corner. This is Pivonka. Turns on the half board, feeds to Hunter. Back to Pivonka. Pivonka, top of the circle, gets it to Iafrate. A shot goes wide. Behind the net, Kristic tries to poke it back in front. Knocked down by Samuelson. In the corner now, Sutter and Hunter bump. Puck squirts free to Pivonka. Pivonka works to the corner. In front for Kristic and a shot. Hunter with a rebound, and he just failed to play. Cleared by Craven. Down the ice, Beaupre out of the net. Gives to Tarnov, who has a couple of goals tonight. A pass for Hatcher. To Mike Ridley. Ridley into the offensive zone, but minus the puck as Jensen comes down the right wing with Acton. Jensen in over the line. Turns, fires his shot. Wide of the far post. 42 seconds left. Back from the Capitals. Barron gets it to Acton. Ridley there to cut him off. Johansson couldn't get anywhere. Finally, Barron works it ahead, but it's Kevin Hatcher that carries it over the line. Hatcher fires his shot wide. Kelly Miller trying to work it back. Couldn't get the handle on it. Here's a break for Acton onside. Acton across the line. Lets one go. And a stick save made by Beaupre. Johansson to the center. A lead pass there for Miller. Off the skate of Jensen. It's John Bruce. Looking rink wide. Iafrate dumping it in off the board. Here in the near corner, Murray Barron. Bumped by Berglund. Teams at full strength. Jensen off the boards. And down the ice off Iafrate into the Washington end. Flyers get some fresh legs on. Cutting off the puck. Here's Mellenby turning. Feeding at the point. Benvis with a shot. It's blocked by Berglund. A lead pass for Greenlaw. Kiprios down the left wing. Takes the pass. Here's Kiprios now trying to work it in front. Off the stick of Berglund. Greenlaw hits his man Ricci. Benvis turns. Benvis. A lead pass for Eklund. Eklund across the line. Eklund centers it. Cleared to the corner by Langley for Iafrate. Bump by Mellenby. Puck squirts free. Murphy pinching in. Kiprios is there working it off the glass, and this one finds its way up into the crowd.
Get more for your money these days with super deals at your nearby Giant food store. Super deals are economical bulk or bonus packs that give you more product at a lower unit cost. Look for them now at Giant. You'll get more for your dollar. That's why Giant calls them super deals.
Pete Peters making his way back in the net now, so evidently no injury, and as Al Boken pointed out, with a new skate, he's back in the net. Give Reggett credit for officially one save here in this third period. Beaupre, Don Beaupre in the Caps nets has made 2. 15 minutes, 27 seconds left to go here in the third period. The Caps 5, the Flyers no score. Hopefully you're enjoying this one here on Home Team Sports. Pivonka comes out of the Washington end to center. Pivonka with Bruce on his right wing, crosses the line, and Bruce falls on the outside as Samuelson and Pivonka bump just inside the blue line. No damage done. And a face-off outside the Flyer blue line.
Mike Pavanka for the Capitals, third on team in scoring, 58 points. Picked up 2 assists the other night versus Quebec. And he's a top-notch guy. He likes to carry the puck, and I think playing with Kristich and Druce, it offers him that position to carry the puck into the zone. Kristich, one of those type of guys that likes to come late and always gets into the opening, where Pavanka, a good passer, can flip it into that opening, and Kristich shoots the puck right away when he receives it.
Flyers called to the offside. Samuelson feeding the puck ahead, but the Flyers could not stay on onside, and the faceoff will come outside the Washington blue line.
A new member of the Flyers, Mark Peterson, formerly Montreal's first draft pick, 15th overall in the '86 draft. Medicine Hat Jr. He was a goal scorer, Jeff. That's why the Flyers got him. They think they need some more goal scoring up front. This guy can score goals. The one knock against him is he's an average skater, and they think that he hadn't played very much in Montreal. They want to get him in top shape going down the stretch. So they've been doing some extra skating, and they think when he gets his skating down, he's going to be a good prospect for them.
Sabrin works it off the boards, too far for Kypreos, flipped high in the air by Chychrun in the Washington zone. Tatarnov beats to Kypreos. Kypreos for the Capitals to center. Kypreos across the line, gives it to Tatarnov, back to Kypreos. And that one just failed to click. Here's Craven coming out of the Flyers zone. Throws it on the wing. Jensen across the line. Sabrin bumping him as the puck is worked here to Craven on the near side. Caps come out of the zone. Greenlaw. Kypreos to Tatarnov. Caps change on the fly. Tatarnov back in his own zone as the Caps get some fresh legs on. Craven trying to bump Tatarnov, but he gives it to Leach down the right wing. For Hunter at center. In across the line, throws it on the left side for Alan May. May from the half board looking for Leach. Knocked off the stick, Flyers clear it, and here down the right wing comes Mellanby. Berubbe's with him, a drive on the glove side. Finds its way up into the crowd. 14 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the third period. Washington Capitals with a commanding 5-0 lead. Back, Craig, the Philadelphia Flyers, last time they won a hockey game here at the Capitol Center was way back in December of 1989. Bob Mason was in goal. Mike Bullard scored. Since then, the Caps have totally dominated here. Face off now against Scott Mellanby. Acton chase from the circle. From the draw, Iafrate gets it lost in his skates. Beaupre steers to the corner. This is Leach. Misses a check there from Acton. Throws it ahead down the wing. Berube for the Flyers. Last ice, it's Gord Murphy. Works it off the wall, but Leach there to cut off the pass. He and Acton bump. Leach still with the puck. Throws it ahead, right onto the stick of Fenves. He finds Berube down the left wing. Berube in the face-off circle, bumped by Hunter. Murphy for Mellanby, and Hunter back again to make the defensive play. Here's Sabrin. Cross ice for Leach. Fenves is there. Works it ahead for Acton. And Berube and Hunter.
Stick swinging at center ice with Dale Hunter. Trying to get loose. Dale Hunter just holding his stick up in the air. Berube going right after Dale Hunter, and I'm sure Dale Hunter, as everyone knows, is a marked man from the Flyers' point of view after he hit Gordon Murphy in the last game. But Berube went way out of his way to chase after Dale Hunter, hit him with the high stick, and Dale Hunter quickly got a hold of Berube, and they both just fought and got wrestled to the ground.
Mellanby and Sabrin are tied up. Acton's in there, and May pulls him off.
Well, Alan May was out on the ice to be around Berube out there. That's why Terry Murray had him out on the ice. He's got Acton. He's also got a defenseman for the Flyers. Both of them holding on to each other. Stephen Leach holding on to Dave Fenves, pushing and shoving in front of the Capitals net. Al Iafrate off to the Capitals dressing room.
That is a questionable call. He's going to be called for third man in. All he did was try to pull Berube off Hunter. But Gregson doesn't want this game to get out of hand.
And here they're Stephen Leach talking to Dave Fenvis. Stephen Leach a little bit upset. Both got their arms on each other's sweater behind the neck, holding on as hard as they can. And Gordy Brossiter and Pat DiPuzzo trying to grab them to separate them. And Alan May trying to get involved with Murphy. He had a hold of Murphy. He had a hold of Mellanby, and now they're both trying to get loose. Murphy trying to get his arm free, but Alan May's got his right arm holding Murphy back. Alan May's a lefty. Mellanby trying to get at him also. All the Flyers around Alan May.
And in the corner, there's another battle going, Sabourin and Acton.
Well, Sabourin's just sort of, Woody's not the biggest guy, Keith Acton, and Sabourin's just sort of holding him back. He towers over Keith Acton. Keith Acton, one of the guys with some great one-liners. I'm sure he's telling Sabourin a few things. Gordon Murphy comes over to try to help Keith Acton. There's about a 2-foot difference there, Jeff. Ken Sabourin just holding Keith Acton back.
Scott Mellanby having a few words. Marv Brooks, PA announcer here at the Capitol Center, enjoying what's going on as he's now trying to get all the penalties straightened out.
Well, as in the last game we had here, Jeff, when these two teams met, the yellow pad comes up, the legal pad, and I think Gregson's going to be ordering the pizzas, asking what each player wants in the penalty box, pizza, sub, whatever. He's got that yellow legal pad out there, writing down all the penalty minutes.
But Ally Afraidy was very quickly ushered off the ice. And if he gets that third man in, that's a very questionable call. I can understand Gregson wanting to keep control of the hockey game, but still, nothing had really developed when that third man got in there.
Well, the rule is, Jeff, that the third man in, if he jumps in during an altercation, I think the referee might have saw that as an altercation. That's why he issued Ally Afraidy the third man in. The Washington Irish Rugby Football Club will host their 10th annual Guinness Gold St. Patrick's Day Rugby Tournament. The event will be held March 16th and 17th at the West Potomac Park in Washington, D.C. Proceeds will benefit the Children's Hospital National Medical Center.
Jerry Gregson getting some help there from both Pat DiPuzzo and Gord Brossiter as they try to sort this one out.
I'm surprised there, Jeff. The referee with the helmet, he doesn't have to break up fights. Gordy Brossiter, Pat DiPuzzo without the helmets, they're the guys that get involved. The whole skirmish started. Dale Hunter and Berube actually being held from behind by Ally Afraidy. Ally Afraidy, knowing it was going to start, he grabbed Berube, grabbed his arms, and I think that's why they're giving him a penalty. And that's unfortunate because that's not a very good call by Gregson, because they were all in the skirmish together. They were all around each other, grabbing and holding on. Berube's the one that tried to get his arm free to take some swings at Dale Hunter.
And Hunter also been instructed to head to the Capitals dressing room and the dressing quarters. Afraidy there to meet him. And this should be interesting here now.
And Dale Hunter, we thought at the top of the show, Jeff, would be a big factor in this game, and he certainly has been. They're going out of their way to try to run him over, but he's still standing in front of the net on the power play. Got that deflection in the first period for his 16th goal of the year. He's been a big part of this game.
Greg Berube now being ushered off the ice. He will make his way to the Flyer dressing room. You talk about Hunter being an important part of this hockey game tonight. His goal, certainly I think the biggest goal of the hockey game. The Caps' second power play goal in the late stages of the first period. 9th power play goal, and the 3-0 lead really took the hearts out of the Flyers.
It certainly did, Jeff. And Gregson's now got his yellow pad out there talking to Ron Sutter, the captain of the Flyers, and Captain Rod Langway. He's explaining everything. He's got everything nicely put down, nicely logged, going over each penalty with each of the captains.
Can you read that, though, Fred? And you're giving Gregson A for his penmanship.
Pizza, burgers, and right there he circled a Coke.
He's got them separated there. Talking to Bob Stafford. The off-ice crew, Captain Bill Brooks there as well.
were 294 penalties last time these teams met. We had 36 in the first, Jeff, and
we're not going to come anywhere close.
I don't think so either.
Paul Holmgren, nice tie. I said something to him about that tie before the game. He says it's to remind his players that they don't want to be playing golf. It's a golf tie in the weeks to come.
And the linesmen have a lot to say in this type of skirmish, Jeff. They talk to the referee. They try to sort out. It's hard for a referee to oversee the whole skirmish. And Pat DePuzzo's telling Rod Langway, and Rod Langway's arguing a bit with him, asking what exactly he called and what exactly he told Terry Gregson.
Whatever it is, Terry Murray not at all pleased. And I think he's got a legitimate beef if what I think Gregson is going to call has been called.
Terry Murray looks a little bit perplexed on the Capitals bench, not sure what exactly is happening.
By definition, that was not third man in. Langway and Gregson having words, and here are the penalties.
For Philadelphia, number 17, Craig Berube. 4 minutes for attempted spearing. 2 minutes for high sticking. 5 minutes for fighting. A 10-minute misconduct. Philadelphia, number 39, Dave Fenves, 10-minute misconduct. Number 19, Scott Mellenby, 10-minute misconduct. Number 25, Keith Ashton, 10-minute misconduct. The Capitals, number 32, Dale Hunter, 2 minutes high sticking, 5 minutes for fighting, and a 10-minute misconduct. Number 34, Al Iafrate, a game misconduct. Number 21, Steve Leach, 10-minute misconduct. Number 16, Alan May, and number 8, Ken Savarin, also 10-minute misconduct. Capital calls 6:35.
Here's a drive, the save made by Peters. I'll straighten out all the penalties for you here when we get a chance. Down the wing, Smith kicking it ahead, working it into the Washington zone. The Caps are playing a man short, actually a power play for the Capitals, and they've got that power play here for the next 3 minutes plus. Johansson skates in over the line, gives it to Kelly Miller. Back to Johansson. Johansson works it around on the boards for Mike Ridley. Ridley turning away from Craven. Gives it to Johansson. Johansson for Ridley, tied up in his skates. Craven works it off the boards and down the ice. Beaupre out of the net. Gives it to Hatcher. Hatcher throwing it ahead on the right wing for John Druce. Bumped at center by Barron. Pavanka beats back to Tatarnov, who turns away from Jensen. Tatarnov for Hatcher. Hatcher back to Tatarnov. Caps defenseman with 2 goals tonight feeds to Hatcher, who has one of his own. Hatcher in across the line, top of the circle, drop pass for John Druce. Druce now through the goal up in front for Berglund. And Peters gets a piece of it, back to the point. At the left point is Hatcher, his drive right on, and Peters will hold on. The Caps have a 2-minute and 13-second power play remaining. The penalties. Berube, 4 minutes for intentional spearing, 2 minutes for high sticking, 5 for fighting and a 10-minute misconduct. Fenves, a 10-minute misconduct. Also, Mellenby, a 10-minute misconduct. And Keith Acton gets a 10-minute misconduct. On the Capital side of things, Iafrate gets a game misconduct, third man in. Hunter, 2 for high sticking, 5 for fighting and a 10-minute misconduct. Sabrin, Leach, and May, all 10-minute misconducts. And there you see 170 penalty minutes all totaled up.
And I think they were all even, Jeff, other than the penalties to Berube. He's the one that started it. Gregson called him on the initial 4 minutes, which is an intent to spear. He swung his stick in a spearing manner. When you do that now, you used to be able to do that. This year they implemented that new rule. If you intend to spear, it's 4-minute penalty. And that's the difference right now. Caps just a little over a minute and a half left on their 4-minute power play.
In misconducts totaled up, the Caps get the extra misconduct.
And, of course, Ally Afraidy given that game misconduct for third man in. Questionable call.
Pete Peters, the former Capital, back in goal, had his equipment fixed in that in between the period, second and third period, had a skate problem, had an edge put back onto his skates. He's got his gloves off, testing his skate again, testing his catching glove. They drew their catching gloves up very tight around the wrist as the big partner, Pete Peters, having trouble with the strap in his catching glove. So Pete Peters making sure when you're a goaltender, you have different blades in the forwards. They're flat blades, their whole blade is on the ice. The player's blades, Jeff, only about 1.5 inches of the blade is on the ice. So if you nick it up near the front, up near the back, it doesn't affect your skating. But for goaltenders with that full 8 inches on the ice, you get one little nick and you can't move across the crease area.
Great shot over the Capital bench. Craig, there's room for you out there. Only 7 players, 7 skaters sitting on the bench. Plenty of room. Hatcher for Ridley. Tipped ahead. Caps try to keep it in the offensive zone, unable to do so. Here's Miller, feeding to Ridley. Ridley turns at the line. Feeds for Johansson. Flyers knock it right back out. Caps again. Will have to come back in, but a setter down the right wing. Squeezed out on the boards by Kelly Miller. Kevin Hatcher going ahead for Johansson at the line. Johansson from center, dumping into the Flyer end. Peters stopped it, but unable to keep it from working its way here on the near side, and Ridley feeds to Tatarnov, and again Sutter getting it across the line. 10:29 left to go here in regulation time. Ridley bumped out along the boards. Ricci gets it to Jensen. Here's Jensen for the Flyers. Back to the line. He's to center. Jensen puts the brakes on. Flyers change on the go. Raven killing out some valuable seconds here, and the penalty being served by Peterson. Feeds cross ice for Kjell Samuelsson up the right wing. Langway for the Caps turns at his own line inside. Feeds to Tatarnov. On the wing for Kyprios. Kyprios slapping at it to work it the rest of the way. There's Peters tied up. Greenlaw comes out of the corner with it. Gives it to Kyprios to Pivonka. Across the goal mouth. And Jeff Greenlaw couldn't control it. Greenlaw still with the puck. Greenlaw tries to come in front, but it's the Flyers that work it down the ice right on Don Beaupre. Rod Langway with 12 seconds left. Feeds it on the wing. Kyprios being chased by Jensen. Getting it into the Flyer end. Peters teeing it up for defenseman Chikrin. On the left wing at center, cut off by Tatarnov, backpedaling to his own line. Tatarnov for Hatcher, back to Tatarnov. Deep pass. Kyprios at his own line. Throws it ahead for Ridley. That pass just failed the quick. Eklund getting away from Ridley. Puts it ahead to Norm Lacombe. Stolen there by John Druce at center. Druce back to Johansson. For Berglund. Berglund with a burst of speed. Crosses the line. Berglund trying to get around Samuelsson. Puck poked off his stick. Druce there to help out. And here's Lacombe with a breaking Peterson down the left wing. Team's back to full strength. Lacombe for Peterson. Tipped off his stick by Ridley. Ridley will work it from center. Turns and fires it in the rest of the way.
Capitals in the third period playing safe hockey. They're getting to the center zone, dumping it in. If they don't have a play, you've got to get the puck in deep, hold on to this 5-0 lead.
Work to the point. Murphy shot. Beaupre the save. The rebound goes far the wide post. Poked ahead by Tatarnov. Flyers steal. Derek Smith gloved there by Beaupre, and he'll hold on with a quick whistle from Terry Gregson. Koken is standing by downstairs with some interesting updates on the Washington Post scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Interesting indeed as we take a look at a very busy night on the Washington Post scoreboard. It is now a 6-2 lead for Hartford over the New Jersey Devils. So this is great news for Capitals fans. 6-3 final, Pittsburgh defeating Quebec. The other final, Detroit, a 5-3 win over Boston today at the Boston Garden. Now, games in progress. In the second period, the Islanders and Vancouver tied up at 2. Buffalo, a 4-3 lead right now over Montreal. That also in the second. In the third period, a 3-2 lead, Minnesota on top of Toronto. Calgary and Los Angeles in the Big Smythe Division game, they are tied at 2. Also tied at 2 at the arena in St. Louis, Chicago and St. Louis. Back upstairs to Jeff and Craig.
Some big games on slate tonight. I think everybody's watching those New Jersey scores. 6-2. Hartford way ahead of New Jersey in the third period.
Karna kicking it ahead for Pivonka, knocked down by the Flyers, trying to dig it free. There is Sutter. His backhand shot directed towards the net, but the Caps come out of their own zone. Kristich on the wing for Pivonka. That pass just failed to click. Peters way out of the net. Works it along on the boards. Kristich tries to cut it off. He is bumped, actually cut, and Kristich checks and heads back into the play. Here's Craven putting the brakes on. Feeds back to the point. Kristich tips it away. He's trying to get a break. Kristich all tied up. And a delayed penalty upcoming as Johansson turns. Feeds to John Druce. In for Pivonka. Scores! Michael Pivonka. 6-0. Number 17 for the Caps, Michael Pivonka.
Well, that's a big goal for the Washington Capitals. Good play by Dmitry Kristich. He caused the play at center ice, and a very unselfish pass by John Druce. John Druce could have walked in himself, but he knew that if he just faked that shot, he'd pull Pete Peters out of position, leaving the puck for a better angle shooter, and that's Michael Pivonka, and he quickly got it. As soon as he got the puck, he quickly shot it to the far corner.
Druce and Johansson drawing assist on the goal by Pivonka. Here come the Caps again. 12:35, the time of the goal. Miller knocked to the ice by Peterson. Berglund in the corner. Works it down low for Miller. Draped all over him is Shel Samuelson, and play's been called. We'll step aside. 6:54 left. The Caps 6, the Flyers nothing.
When this guy steps on it, you better hold on. Looks like Rusty's back in town. The Miller Genuine Draft Rusty Wallace stock car is tearing up tracks everywhere.
Jeff Rimmer along with Craig Laughlin and Al Koken here on Home Team Sports. The Caps leading 6-0. 6:54 left. Fans cheering not only for that 6th goal, but for the free pizza as they leave the Cap Center tonight.
I had to hold you down in your chair here.
I was going to get my coupon. Here's Johansson from the corner, bumped along the boards by Derek Smith. Johansson works it free, kicks it ahead there, and Greenlaw's shot off a stick up into the crowd. 6-0. The Washington Capitals and the Philadelphia Flyers have one more game. Of course, this game will assure the Capitals of winning the season-long series. And it'll be the 4th year in a row the Caps have done so, win their season series from these Philadelphia Flyers.
They're always tough being so close to the Washington area, and I think the one thing that I've really noticed the difference in the last couple of games is the way that Capitals defense has been jumping up in the play. The stoppage of play caused by Calle Johansson being in the corner of the Flyers. They're taking some chances, some opportunities, but the forwards staying back, protecting if they do get caught in the corner.
Smith throwing it across the goal mouth. Beaupre steering it to the corner. Greenlaw for Pivonka. Good burst of speed across the line. Pivonka working one-on-one with Barron. Smith steps into Kyprios, where the Caps control the puck. Here's Greenlaw coming in front with a wraparound. Trying to stuff it to the short side. Kyprios with a drive. The net's off its moorings, and holding on to the puck is goaltender Pete Peters.
Been a lot of traffic around the Philadelphia goal tonight. Pete Peters coming up with a big save there with Kyprios, Pivonka, and Jeff Greenlaw all over him. Stay tuned every Monday night for the Washington Post Sports Talk. Reporters from the Mid-Atlantic region's most prestigious newspaper get together to talk about what's hot in the world of sports. The Washington Post Sports Talk, Mondays on the channel you cheer for, Home Team Sports.
From the draw, this is Kelly Miller. Miller turns at the circle, fires a shot deflected wide. Chicklin, or rather Kartner, turned around by Ridley, tries to work it ahead. Ridley trying to dig it free for the Capitals, and does. Ricci behind the net. Going it ahead here, Kelly Miller feeds to Langway, backpedaling to his own line. Langway chased by Lacombe. Ricci tries to work it free. Kartner backpedaling at center, driving it into the Washington zone. Beaupre tried to stop it, unable to do so, cutting it off on the right wing. Lacombe for Ricci, in front for Peterson. Peterson sets up behind the net, trying to get away from Tatarnov. Here's Peterson. To Kartner, off his stick to the corner. Ridley on his knees tries to work it ahead, but it's Peterson for the Flyers. Getting it back to Kartner, hops over his stick. Here's Berglund trying to get away. Berglund coming in, shoots. Peters makes the save, and Berglund ends up in the net as it comes off its moorings with Peters out of the way.
Berglund putting a lot of energy into getting past Terry Kartner to get an angle to shoot the puck. And he got a good shot away because he leans into Kartner, doesn't let Kartner get on him. He gets a good shot. It goes off Pete Peters' catching glove arm into the corner. And then Kartner pulls him down from behind, continues his check, slides into the goal. And we talked about Dino Ciccarelli not coming out for this third period. Rick Tocchet for the Flyers hasn't been out for this third period also, and they're both suffering from that groin injury. And I think Paul Holmgren, being down 4-0, 5-0, didn't want to have Tocchet come out. They've got a big game coming up Sunday against the Boston Bruins.
And we want to remind our Home Team Sports viewers, the Brett Man, Brett Hull, and the St. Louis Blues are here on Tuesday night. If you can't join us in person, we'll have it for you right here on HTS, beginning with Al Koken and the Capitals report, live at 7 o'clock. Eklund being chased by John Bruce around the net, feeds to Gord Murphy. Murphy turns away from traffic, skates in front of his own net, feeds it ahead, and it's cleared by Barron down the ice into the Washington zone. Johansson back for it. He is bumped along the boards. Comes back to Murphy at the right point. Knocked down by Pavaka. Murphy gets it right back, but Johansson able to clear it to the corner. Setting up behind the net. Eklund tied up by Hatcher. Down the right wing comes John Bruce for Pavaka at center. The return feed for Bruce just failed to click. Bruce directs it towards the net, but Murphy cuts it off. Here's Gord Murphy. Down the right wing. Jensen to Eklund. Eklund has it poked off his stick, and Pavaka feeds ahead for Bruce. Bruce in center, on the loose all by himself, dumping it in with 4:09 left. Peter for Kartner. Kartner to Sutter, sidesteps a check there from Tatarnov, in over the line. Here's a drive, and it's wide of Beaupre. Sutter for Lacombe, looking at the point. Kartner couldn't get it. Chicklin lumbering back into his own zone. Chicklin turning away from Greenlaw. Chicklin behind the back pass for Lacombe, down the right wing. Sutter overskates it. Lacombe picks up the puck inside his own line. Gives it to Kartner. Kartner picking it high in the air into the Washington end to Tatarnov. Coming out of the corner, and he is hit with a solid check from Derek Smith. Greenlaw losing it to Ricci, but Berglund there to backhand the rest of the way. Here's Kartner. Both teams change as play continues. Ricci down the right wing. Kristich off the bench, tying up Ricci. Johansson takes a hard hit, but able to make the play to John Bruce. Peterson cuts off the pass for Ricci, deflected by Johansson wide. Kristich on the backhand, slaps it to neutral ice. Chris Jensen or Murray Barron, 2:55 left. Pavaka forechecking in the Flyers zone. Jensen for Ricci. Ricci muscled off the puck. John Bruce loses his edge, and Kristich fires it in. Here's Barron with a burst of speed to center. The lead the Flyer attack for Peterson. Sidesteps a check from Bruce. Barron here on the near side. Loses it to Hatcher, who fires it back in the Flyer zone, and again to capture the quick line change.
And the Flyers, one opportunity now is when you're sitting on the bench, you're very discouraged, obviously being down 6-0. But the one thing you do want to do, you want to end the game on a good note. You want to get some hits. You want to try to break that goose egg on your scoreboard. The players from the Flyers talking about that on the bench. They're going to try to take any chance they can to try to get a good shot on Don Beaupre.
Here's Eklund. Cross-ice pass, stepping up in the play now. Chychrun in across the line, and he couldn't control the puck. Hartman back at center. Fires it back in. Knocked down by Langlois. Greenlaw tips it to neutral ice. Kelly Eklund now with Craven streaking, straddling the line. Eklund will have to regroup. Keep it on side. Now Chychrun drive. Steered aside by Beaupre. Langlois on the far side. Works it down the ice with 1:40 left. Peters signaling the icing call. And play's been whistled down. They'll come back down to the Washington end. Al Koken standing by at ice level. Let's rejoin Al Koken. Al?
Okay, Jeff, there's one other big final to give you right now. The Hartford Whalers have defeated the New Jersey Devils by the score of 6-2. That on the Washington Post scoreboard. Now, in our post-game show, we'll update you on all of the Washington Post scores and a look at the updated standings in the Patriot Division and what is left for the Washington Capitals this season. We'll tell you what games they have got coming up. All that in our interviews in our post-game show. Let's go back upstairs. I got to ask you guys, if it says 6-zip, I know the fans here get pizza, but if it's a shutout, do they get at least extra cheese on their pizza?
The bonus rule, Al, will be in effect. Don Beaupre, with 1:36, has shut the door on the Flyers tonight. And a shot from the point again, steered aside by Beaupre. Worked by Kristich to the point, but not out. Here's Acton trying to throw the backhand pass in front, but he's skated off by Johansson. Trying to work it out of the zone of the Capitals. Pavaka's backhand cut off. Here's a shot by Acton, and it goes wild. Wrigley picks it up, and he flips it high in the air. That's content now in protecting the goose egg for Don Beaupre. Here's Peterson across the line. Mellanby breaks for the net. Hatcher gets it to Kristich. At center, Bruce is on the right wing. Less than a minute to go. Top of the circle, Bruce fires a shot. Stopped by Peter. Puck was Bruce behind the net. Bruce has a couple of defenders on him, and the puck squirts free to Gord Murphy. Murphy gets it to Acton at center. McCombs on his right. Langlois stands up Acton. Derek Smith takes the hit from Kristich. Gord Murphy at center ice feeds to Barron. Barron from the line lets one go. Glove there by Don Beaupre. Beaupre gets it to Langlois. Langlois up the wing there for Kelly Miller. Miller at center. Sidesteps. Gord Murphy. Here's Miller. Lets a shot go. The blocker pad saved by Peters with 18 seconds left. Flyers unable to come out of their own zone. Miller mugged there by Barron as play continues. Gord Murphy now tries to come out of his own zone. Bumps into his own player. The fans chanting out for seconds. Gord Murphy, a long drive. High over top of the net. The game is over. And the Washington Capitals shut out the Philadelphia Flyers. Flyers come off the bench to talk to Pete Peters. The Capitals mobbing Don Beaupre, who flanks the Flyers. For Don Beaupre, his third shutout of the year. Stopping all 25 Philadelphia shots as the Capitals leave the ice with a big shutout victory. Al Koken is standing by at ice level with the star of the game, Michael Tatarnoff.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff. Our Texaco star player of the game is Mikhail Tatarnoff, here with the interpreter John Chapin. And Mikhail, first of all, let's talk a little about those first two goals. That big slap shot, the power play, everything was working tonight on the power play.
Хорошо работал сегодня на power play, да? Сегодня работал. Ну, потому забил.
Yeah, we got 2 goals. You know, it's really good for us. Are you, in this situation, you looking to really keep putting the puck on net? You've got such a great shot. Some of the times it's not been going on net a lot. Have you been really working on trying to get the good shot that you have and get it on net?
За последнее время стараемся, да, бросать от защитников, да, по воротам. Ну, в Союзе я бросал просто медленно, а здесь сейчас совсем перестраивались бросками, стараюсь быстро все сделать.
So when I was playing in the Soviet Union, my shot was a little bit weaker, but right now I'm trying to get it off quicker and get it off a lot harder. Okay, let's take a look at those goals. And the first one, as we said, did come on the power play. You had one good shot with it and got it back again. Can you describe it for us?
Можешь описывать гол? Вот это. второй тренер в команде сказал.
It's like John Purpich has told me.
Нужно быстрее бросать, так как нападающих там защитники бьют противоположной команды.
Need to get the shut off really quick because the forwards can only stand in front of the nets for so long, taking the hitting. So need to get the screen.
Я так и сделал, бросил.
And that's the way I shot it. Now here's the second one. Второй гол. Расскажи немножко. Well, you work very well with Michael Pavanka, with Kristich, with Drews, with that line. Is that a case of just working well with him, kind of knowing what he's going to do and anticipating that move?
Вот этот случай, потому что ты знаешь, куда Паванка покатается и Рюня. Во-первых, это европейский игрок.
The European players.
Он более так в зоне распоряжается с шайбой.
And I'm used to playing with them down in the offensive zone.